Hello, brothers. I'm Dr. Jared Staudt, the Director of Content for Exodus 90, and it's great to be with you for this daily Advent reflection. Today, December 9th, is the feast of St. Juan Diego. Yesterday, we celebrated the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which points us to the role of Our Lady in Advent. She's the one who is waiting, of course, throughout the 9 months. She is the one who primarily welcomes the Messiah on our behalf. But today, we get Juan Diego, who, of course, has a very strong relationship with Our Lady. She calls him her little child, little Juanito, as she appears to him. And he shows us that the layman, yes, right, he was a layman, he was married, a widower, that he has a role in not only waiting, but helping others to find our Lord through Our Lady as well. It's a really great example for us as men. Because in our first reading today, we hear about John the Baptist. This is just classic Advent reading, talking about giving comfort to the people. Comfort, give comfort to my people, says your God. And then we hear the great line, which John the Baptist says applies to him. You know, a voice cries out in the desert, prepare the way of the Lord. Make straight in the wasteland a highway to our God. And it makes me think back to what Juan Diego was really doing, right? He lived in a very difficult time. It was right after the conquest of the Spaniards. The efforts of evangelization of the church were meeting difficulties. And then here comes Our Lady to bring comfort, and she chooses this one man, Juan Diego. And so he will be this instrument of bringing the message of comfort, of Our Lady's care, because Our Lady continues to bring Jesus into the world. And so he will become that voice through his witness. I mean, Our Lady sends him to be even her representative to the bishop. And of course, he's very afraid to do that. But he brings the message that Our Lady wants a chapel to be built on Tepeyac. The bishop's not listening. So he comes back, and Juan's very concerned about his uncle who is sick. But Our Lady says that she will take care of that. And she sends him again with roses, right, that she gathers up and places in his tilma to bring before the bishop. What is the comfort here, right? That in this difficult time, that Our Lady will be our mother, that she will help in these great difficulties as Mexico was experiencing at that time, and that we need to respond. We need to make straight the way of the Lord so that he can come to us. We know millions of people converted in Mexico through the witness of Juan Diego. You know, if we make straight the way for the Lord to come into our lives at Christmas, it's going to change our lives. It's going to change the lives of other men. And we know that this is what we're really trying to do in Exodus 90, throughout the whole 90 days, right? We are trying to allow the Lord to come evermore. We're listening to him. We're waiting for him in silence. So I encourage you. You can follow us during the Advent season on our app. And of course, to get ready for Exodus 90, that's starting January 5th, we can be men like Juan Diego, that we are following Our Lady so that she can bring us closer to Jesus.